Good morning. Let's talk about fish, baby. Let's talk about you and me. Let's talk about all the good things and the bad things that may be. Let's talk about fish. Let's talk about fish. Fish. Let's talk about fish, baby. Let's talk about you and me. Let's talk about all the good things and the bad things that may be. Let's talk about fish. Let's talk about fish. Fish. Good morning. Let's talk about fish. Let's talk about fish, baby. Let's talk about you and me. Let's talk about all the good things and the bad things that may be. Let's talk about fish. Let's talk about fish. Fish. Let's talk about fish. Let's talk about fish. Let's talk about fish. Let's talk about Morning.
Well, hi there, Mary Page.
Good morning. How are you?
How are you? I'm good. How are you?
Halfway asleep, but I'm here.
Yeah, me too. I had a kind of a long night.
Did you?
Uh, but I'm here. I got in early today. I'm just still trying to get my blood sugar back to normal.
Oh no.
So I think it's better. I don't know. I need to probably take a shot this morning. I had a sandwich because it was low. Now that's going to go high.
Oh goodness.
So I can't figure this thing out, frankly. I've been dealing with it for 20 years, and all of a sudden it's out of control.
Oh
I just
no.
don't know what to do to fix it.
Oh no.
Who all's here? We got a gang here. 48. Hi, 48. Oh, excuse me.
Alex is here. Let's see.
The rabbit hole has no end.
Yeah, he says he's somewhere camped out in Idaho.
Who Alex is?
Yeah.
I
see.
saw his video yesterday, his live stream, I guess. I was lurking on the Nature Center. Blake was doing one at the same time in Australia, and he was in some kind of a park, like a nature center park. So I guess I need to do that here. I don't know. It's kind of funny. But
Yeah,
they were cool. They're really neat. Yeah.
I watched Alex's and it was really cool. I didn't see Blake's. I've been kind of behind. Oh, I
Yeah,
used some kind of something this morning. It's got me. I don't know. I put makeup on. Wrong thing to do.
well, there you go.
I can't get my eyes to quit watering.
Really.
I knew that was John Doe somewhere. He's been switching his name up.
Out in the middle of nowhere, Canton, Idaho, and I still get to see fatherfish. Have I gone too far? Oh heavens, Alex, not near far enough. You just you've taken the first step there, fellow. Idaho is the first step into the abyss.
Oh,
Nice. It is beautiful out there, though. My word.
yeah.
How wonderful. That's grand. And I really did very much enjoy your. Gotta get myself centered here. I'm not centered. I was watching the replay yesterday, and I'm halfway off the screen. Right about there. Half of the time I was half off the screen. The other thing I noticed is that my voice is not picking up real well. And I don't know whether it's the microphone or me, but there were a number of comments I made that kind of got lost in a mumble. So it may be me mumbling. I don't know.
I thought you sounded pretty good yesterday.
Well, it was. Yeah, I was feeling pretty good actually.
Yeah. Oh, there goes T-Bone.
Yeah, hi T-Bone. Yeah, they're talking about. Lee's talking about doing a chorus. I think it's a great idea. Get the girls to do a chorus. That would be
that
great.
would be cool.
That would be fun. Yeah, what else? Select Pet. Good morning, Select Pet. Lee, you want to come up and do your little mini tank today? We could do that if you like. He's still in his jammies, I think.
Yeah.
He said.
Him and here, Fishy.
I may not want to ask him to do that again because he'll do it. My God, he'll get Gollymon up here. We'll all be in trouble.
Oh no.
Look, Alex saying it looks like Mary's home. Yes, she is. I'm putting it all back together. Portia, good morning, everyone. Lee, we did that. I did that. Lee. Sue and I both had mad dreams last night. Mercy.
I had weird dreams last night. Was it a
Did you
full moon or something?
T-Bone's got us a $2 super sticker. Thank you, T-Bone. Very nice. Now where?
Fortiers just put you a question up right at the bottom of the chat.
I'm way back up. I should get an exercise bike.
Yeah.
I have an exercise bike. I just don't use it. Oh, there it is.
At
Please,
806.
Okay. Let me get down to it here.
I was going to make my notes.
Ooh.
Gotta have my tissues.
Fucking fish, you're gonna have to do another one. Sorry. I ain't gonna accept that. I ain't gonna.
It's John Doe.
I know it is. I know it
Kevin.
is. Yeah, he's being a bad boy. He's just into being a bad boy. That's all it is. That's all in the world it is. Yorkshire tea for my missus. Speaking of Yorkshire, where is Rule Britannia? Ta-da. Yorkshire, Yorkshire.
I don't see a rule yet.
T-bone, I got that. 48. Try to sleep in more at 3 cats and dog. Oh well, and all the fish are waiting. It does get you out of bed in the morning, doesn't it?
It does.
Yeah, you crowd get me out of bed in the morning. Ah. The internet signal gets scrambled. That just sounds like gurgling words. Yeah, that was kind of my impression of me yesterday. The gurgling words. 48. Is it
You were on
normal?
it yesterday.
Oh, is this the question? Is it normal for
40.
platies to jump 3 inches? My platy jumped over the section wall, which is 3 inches from the water to top glass. I moved him back. Went out this morning and saw him jumping. Well now.
It's a
Fish
jumping
do
fish.
jump, you know. You know what I saw this morning on the opening that I had not seen before? It was a new clip of, I don't know how many, 100 glass catfish.
Oh, I didn't
Well,
see that one.
oh, it was dramatic, really dramatic. I'd never seen a really big school of glass cats. It was so
That's pretty cool.
It
Who
really,
was it?
yeah, really. I don't know.
Wonder who the.
I don't think I saw a name connected with it. AC, whose was that? It was really, really neat. 48, we did jumping fish. All fish jump. Even bettas jump. Bettas can jump about 2 inches. Did
I'm
you know
missing
that?
one. I'm missing the one out of this jar. It is MIA. No body. Nowhere.
Could be. You know, when they die, they deteriorate pretty quickly and can virtually disappear.
I was gone for 5 weeks.
Rohan suggesting I could do simple warming up and cooling down exercises. 3 minutes a day, warming up and cooling down. Oh, he's talking about getting more energy stuff going to get my diabetes under control. That does make perfect sense.
And have you been eating a lot of junk lately?
Well, I did eat a couple of cookies last night, which I shouldn't have done. No, don't know why I did it. I did it without thinking about it. I just did it because they were there. So I got to not have them there. Alex woke up at 4, bed at 1. Oh, nice. With a rain squall coming across. So cold. Are you in a tent, Alex? Or a camper, or what are you in?
Oh, yeah.
Rohan sending vids. Send them to Aquatic Conquest. He's got a handle on vids. And we get to see them all, so it's really good that way. Is my voice loud enough? I feel like I'm whispering.
I think you sound all right. Is everybody else?
Alex is saying you used to train the Oscars to jump through hoops in the fish store.
That is cool.
Thank you. That's funny.
I was trying to see if Aquatic Conquest said who that was. Oh.
Weird fish.
The kitty just grabbed my. You can't do that.
I can't grab you.
Yeah.
It's loud. Rohan saying my voice is loud on his phone. All right. Well, it's good. Okay.
Oh, that's
All
sorry.
right. You know what I'm gonna do?
What are you gonna do?
I'm not gonna tolerate this. I'm gonna blot fug and just you gotta do it one more time and do something that has some decency to it. We're not gonna do borderline vulgarity as names. Come on now. Get a life. Really.
Come on, Kevin. We love you.
Where's Mug?
Hi,
Oh, Kevin.
Marco.
Yeah, right. Yes, absolutely.
Is Cassie B
You
here?
can do better. You can do better. I didn't see Cassie
Yes,
yesterday.
she's here. She's
Is
here
she?
right
Oh,
now. Mhm.
oh, lovely. Hello, Cass. How are you, my dear?
Let's see. Oh, what have I done to my screen?
Let's see. Oh, we had a friend's house the last 2 nights in the Great Basin Desert, and it rained 3 inches in 24 hours. Wow. Wow. Greetings from Italy, from Marco. Roman short noise. I'm wondering if it's Mary's microphone. Yeah, she's doing something over there. I don't know. I hear an occasional rumbling.
Okay.
Fiddling with her fingers. I don't know what it is.
I'm not with it today.
You're doing fine. Oh, Cassie B. Let's see. Let me post a link here. If anybody wants to come. Cass, you're welcome to come up and say hello anytime. And we need to get you together um, with Mary to see if you ladies would like to kind of switch off on duties or at least back each other up, maybe. I have missed you, my dear. Let's see. Rohan sent 7 to 8 mails to my old account and they got sent back. Yeah, my old account is down. The only one I've got that's up, let's see if it's still up. Doesn't look like it. Oh dear. I've got to protect my account. Microsoft has enabled security defaults to keep your account secure, which I do not want to do. And they make you do it. And I can't do it. So basically, what they've done is lock me out of my email.
Oh no.
It's so aggravating.
So it's pretty safe to say you didn't get my email.
Yeah, I know. Makes me nuts. We're going to my sign-ins. Why do they have to make everything so bloody complicated? And of course, it won't come up. Oh dear. Start by getting the app. See, I don't want the app. I do not want the app. Phone. Let's do phone. It's supposed to allow me to do phone. I tried to do the app before and it didn't work. On my phone, install the Microsoft Authenticator, download now. Honestly, I've got to use my phone in order to get my email on my computer. Now, why is that precisely? But they make you do it. If you don't do it, you can't get your. I want to set up a different method. Good, that'll work. Which method would you like to use? Authenticator app or phone? Oh dear God. All right, phone. Confirm. Now what? Phone number. I can do that. 1, 2, 6, 6. Text me a code. Where's my phone? Thank God I put my phone in my pocket. Jeez. All right. It's texting me something, I think, maybe. We just had a 6-digit code.
Yeah, anything that has a anything that has a password for me.
So,
And I use the same password for everything. It
do.
still doesn't work.
176.
Oh, I think I'm having an allergy attack.
Oh, that's probably about what it is.
Yeah. It's this Virginia air. Been back 24 hours. I'm starting to.
Your phone was registered successfully. Now what? Now I've got to install the confounded app. Message and data rates may apply. So not only are they making me do this, they're charging me. Honestly, you guys. Start by getting the app download now. Oh. It takes an hour to do this silliness.
Oh, yes.
Now it's over to some other weird thing. Get the app on your phone for free. Get it on Google Play. Download it on the App Store. Enter your phone number. We'll send you a download link. Ye gods. Add multiple accounts. Go to your apps faster. More secure. Go passwordless. I'm for that. Enter your username and confirm your sign-in. Honest to God. Okay, get it on Google Play. Phone number. United States. Phone number. I just put my phone number in. I don't remember a thing. You got to do it over and over and over. Over and send link. All right. We're sending the link. Check your phone for the downloaded link.
Raven Thomas says I have to help. I have my kids help me with the tech crap. I know you can give something to like a 5-year-old and they can go through it. I mean, they can. My 2-year-old grandchildren can get on a phone and do stuff, and I can't do anything.
Well, there is no link. Sorry, guys. Thank God. All I got is the code from before. Open with Chrome. I don't know. I think it's hopeless.
Where's our techie Blake?
Or Thomas.
So what did you and Thomas do yesterday? Anything? Oh,
they put together, I ought to get if I get my phone working, I can show it. They put together a vivarium with plants in it. What in the world? Allow Microsoft, open Microsoft Edge. Now, why do I want to do that? Gewalt. I'm supposed to have a link. I got no link. Now I'm in Microsoft Edge, whatever that is. I'm supposed to check out the new innovations from Microsoft. Come on. All I'm trying to do is get my bloody email. And I can't do it. Look, yeah, right. Here we go. Get started seamlessly. Yeah,
hello, the
right.
Dead Broke Show.
Seamlessly. Oh, come, honest to God. Let me go back to mail and see what it does. Enter code. We've texted a code. I did that. Here's the code. 617176. 617176. Verify. You didn't enter the expected code. It's right there. Texted your phone. Please enter the phone. Oh, come now. Really. Honestly, there ain't nothing else here. What's that?
Got me crying.
646 258 646.
Oh, poor Father Fish. Look, I'm crying for you.
Just trying to get my name. Just trying to. Ooh.
Did you get it?
I got it. I don't know
Google
why.
wants to rule the world.
Okay, Albert DeMore says, I'm happy to tell you I received the
Alex, y'all
mug
have fun.
today. Ta-da! Albert is in, where in the world is he? Copenhagen or something. I've sent to your PayPal additional shipping costs. How nice. Thank you, Albert. So delighted you got it. Wonderful. And then PayPal says I got it. And Mary Flynn says my better. Oh, there.
Oh,
Oh,
look
boy,
at him.
that is. Yes, see it. Oh, my word.
Oh, it's bad. You
Oh,
can
boy.
show the
This is the one
people
part-
if you want to.
Yeah, let me see if I can do that.
It's gotten bad. Y'all be
There-
prepared for Frankenfish.
there
Hey,
it is.
Alex, if you're still here, look at my betta.
Can
I've been
you
dealing
see
with
that?
this for a while.
That's quite a lump.
Oh, wait a minute. Did I not send the video? Or is that just a picture?
Well, there's a picture. I don't know about a video.
Oh, Cassie B is waiting backstage. Yay.
Who?
Who?
Oh,
Cassie B.
There she is. How do you see people waiting backstage?
Magical. No, she put it in the comments.
What?
Oh, she put it in the comments.
Oh,
I was sneaky and
Yeah.
I went back to the chat and wrote that. I've been waiting here while you were looking for whatever.
really? We'd have never known. Yeah, I think I don't know. I got email one time. I'll probably never get it again. Irritated, Alex says. Irritated. Ugh.
Let's see. We lanced it 2 months ago.
Is that
Sometime
right?
around then.
Yeah,
and
that
it
was
healed.
it too.
Yeah,
I
it
don't know.
healed up. It drained like clear fluid. It healed up, and he did great. And then when I left, I've been gone for so long. I guess it's maybe where the ammonia, where he's been in that tank. I don't know, but something got it going again, and he looks terrible. So
Mary, the Dead Broke Show. What in the world?
that's been the Dead Broke show's been here before.
Oh, that was somebody. Oh, okay.
Yeah. That's somebody.
That's.
Did you think we were talking about this show, the
I
Dead
had
Broke
no
show?
idea. Really? You
You
fool
look
me.
like you feel better, Cassie. Hopefully.
Yeah, I'm feeling better. I still don't have my sense of smell back
Oh
completely.
gosh.
I know, I'm like, maybe today. Nope.
All right. Well,
Father
now I got.
Fish, you have a tank behind you. You changed your background.
I did. Do you like it?
I do. What is it? Can you explain it? I must
Well-
have missed that.
Yeah, we haven't explained it yet. I'll do that.
Oh, okay.
Let me try to get this screen up here. So, right. Let me put it on full so we can. Now what? Okay. Camera. Starting with Tom to the left. There's Tom and the poem about Tom. And right above it is my little Haitian girl. And then way up top is the old print from an old 1800s fish book, and my mega hat, and beads from my birthday, and the clock at Live Love Teach. And here is, do you see him back there?
There he is.
One of the new bettas. Can you see him? Yeah, he's sort of hiding. And coming across an old Polaroid. And it's so complicated, I can't even figure out how to close it. Well, it's an old one. That's a piece of artwork from Haiti. And behind it is a bat cave. It's an actual for bat cave with a little knife for a letter opener. Microscopes, a little piece of Indian art, a piece of African art, some mugs, and a sulcata tortoise. And that's my new set. Isn't that cool?
That is very nice. Thomas is
And
getting
Tom's
put
got all
together.
day Friday. Yeah, I know. He's
It
such
looks
a
But
good
good.
I'm
boy.
also noticing the 3D art. I don't think you said that. Is
Oh,
that
I
new
didn't.
too?
You're right. No, I've had that for a long time. It's from Haiti. It's barrel art. They cut 50-gallon drums,
Yeah.
cut them open, and then carve all this stuff out by hand and paint it. So it's a
Wow.
whole big piece goes all the way down. You can't see the bottom of it. It's kind of covered back there. But it's a beautiful big piece. It's called the Tree of Life. Got
It's
all these
really pretty.
birds and stuff on it. Isn't that nice? Yeah.
Where did you find
And
that?
I found it in Haiti. Um, and I think I bought it off, I think it was street art. I think it was on the street, and I think I paid about 25 bucks for it.
Wow.
So I got some
Amazing.
remarkable stuff while I was there. Yeah, it is nice, isn't it? I've had a lot of offers on that. That's another one of the few things I will never sell. The most valuable thing I've had was a little, about a 3-gallon fish tank from 1895. And there's a museum in in San Francisco or Los Angeles, I don't remember which, um, that is being opened by one of the big retailers or manufacturers rather. Anyway, he wanted it, so I donated it so it would be on permanent display, and they did that so it would not disappear from the face of the earth. At least it's in a protected place. It was given to me by Henry Hall in about 1980, and he had been given it. He received it from his father in 1895. I got it in about 1980. Somebody is feedback. Who's that? It might be me. I don't know. It's not me. It's gone, whatever it was. So anyway, I don't have that anymore. Um, got a bunch of stuff on trade for it, but mainly I did it to put it in a safe place. Hopefully, it's in a safe place. Where are we?
Okay. Oh, Petraman just came in. Greg. Did we say all of our hellos? I don't think we did.
We're like ghosts now.
Yeah.
Golly Mon.
Mysterious voices.
Oh, good. Here we go. Here we go. Aquatic Conquest is trying to help out Golimon here. he needs his bank account number so he can reach the professor.
Yeah.
That was aquatic
That's good.
conquest.
Give it to him. Give it to him. Right, give it to him.
I don't understand that. It's like he figured out his password.
I don't know what it means. I think he's jerking his leg is what he's doing.
Yeah.
Lee, register your phone. They'll send you a link to click. Oh, here it is. Lee's the one setting it up. And Aquatic Conquest is simply jerking his leg about it. They say register your phone. We'll send you a link to click. You'll be automatically logged in. Oh, and then he said, Aquatic Conquest. That was based on my craziness with the computer a few minutes ago. I got it. I'm a little slow today.
It's okay.
Feels a little slow today.
He was on fire yesterday, Cassie B.
Oh, I missed it.
Oh my gosh. You need to rewatch the replay. He was something else.
we were doing swimming in the mornings on Saturdays. So thanks to COVID, the pool was like closed down to us, to our swim group, and they only had so many spots open, so they were being filled by the high schoolers. And then finally in October, they're like, you can swim again, but it's on Saturday mornings at 8 a.m.
Gosh.
Well. Okay, so AC is going to create a catalog for each photo to each user. So it's easy to, he plans to not release it until it's fully finished. Okay. And I assume that goes to the contest. Whatever. I feel like I ought to go back to bed.
I think I'm the same way. It's like all that trip, like it's like having jet lag, you know, all that traveling. First of all, it was the 2 days of trying to get started on the road. And then we finally stayed up that one night thinking we were going to drive, and we didn't. And we left the next day, and an 8-hour trip turned into like 16 hours. And it caught up with me. I had a hard time getting up this morning. The whole house is asleep but me.
I was woken up at 3:30 by my cat.
Did you see my little kitty cat, Cassie?
No, I didn't. My cat's been, I think I told you guys that I brought them to the vet, and they were throwing up their food, and they gave me this that tube of paste.
Yep.
And I guess it helped a little bit, but it's back, whatever they have, and they're throwing up again. So at 3:30 in the morning, I hear, bah, bah,
oh no,
9 times. I'm like, oh, good Lord. So I'm kind of tired this morning.
We're a rowdy crew, aren't we? Now look,
My
you
body does not
here.
appreciate that.
Hello, Anthony. I said, I don't think we said hello to everybody, but we see everybody. Hello, good morning. Maybe I should just go through. That'd be a good thing to do, maybe. I hear that too. Is that it may be mine.
I don't know. My YouTube is on mute, so if it's me, I'll have to mute my StreamYard.
Yeah. I think I've got everything muted. Hold on a second.
Petroman, he has a question, but Father Fish left. We'll have to wait. Oh, there it is.
It's a little kitty.
Black and white kitty. Just the one?
My catfish.
Oh, is it just the one kitten you have?
Yeah. We saved it from a barn.
Oh. I'm a bit tired of pets right now.
Oh,
my dog has decided to not be housebroken.
Oh,
so
no.
I'm cleaning up kitty vomit left and right, and then an occasional pee. Like,
it's no fun.
I'm through about a paper towel roll a day. I'm sick of it.
I hear you. Good morning, Alan, too.
My dog started going on we put him on the porch at dinner time. And then he started peeing out there. And now he's peeing in the house too.
Oh no.
What's wrong with you, dog? And like I don't know what it is. He's out most of the day.
Oh.
He goes through these phases. I don't get it.
Where did Father Fish go? I know you're there. I got questions for you.
We'll just get the questions lined up. Ask away.
That's right.
I can't see the blue wrenches in StreamYard.
Oh, you can't?
Now I have to go back to the YouTube page, and it looks jumpy or delayed.
Let's see here. Oh, that's nice, Petroman. He's got Jack Watley discus.
Dead Broke. The Dead Broke Show, I think he said that was the name of his band.
Yeah.
He set up a planted tank with plants and sponge filter and an established tank. How long should it take before he can add fish?
That
We've heard
grows
this question before.
planted with plants. What's your substrate?
He just said it was established.
Oh,
Yeah.
we use a sponge from an established tank.
Oh, okay.
What's your substrate, Deborah? How do you have your substrate set up?
And then T-Bone was wanting to know if you would discuss KH and GH. That's another one.
That's
KH
a
and
fun one.
TH, TH, GH.
GH. Yeah.
Yeah, KH and GH.
I got it.
I have spent many hours looking that one up.
Somebody calling
Oh.
me from New Jersey. Who do I know in New Jersey? Hello? Veteran, hello, hello.
I have an emergency. The baby disc is forming the baby brine shrimp, the live baby brine.
Yeah.
What else can I feed them? So I'm gonna get some food in them. So I mean, they're still with the parents, but they're starting to put a little size on now. And
Do you hear that, Mary?
Mm,
Do you hear my typing?
Well,
It's
yeah, they're still
I don't know
eating.
why it's doing that.
yeah, it's been about 2 weeks now. Usually I switch them out after 2 weeks, but I've been putting the baby brine in there, and they're not even go after them.
It's because they're still eating the slime coat.
Okay, so what should I give them, about another week maybe?
Well, whatever. I mean, you could just wean them. You could take them off of it. Just remove. Why don't you do this? You got another tank set up to put babies in.
Yes.
Take about 10 or 20 of them out and put them in that tank with brine shrimp. Just
Okay.
just do a partial group, in other words, and see how it works out. Give them a day or two. They're not going to die in a day. I mean, they're old enough; they can survive a day with no food. But they need to make the transition, and they don't know what a brine shrimp is, so they have to figure it out. And the best way to do that is to get them hungry enough that they're going to look for anything.
Okay.
So give it a go, see how it works. Don't put all your eggs in one basket. Just take a small group out and try it and see how it goes.
Okay. Thank you, Father.
Take care. Good. Appreciate it. All right. Thank you. Bye, Patrick.
he didn't say how much yet. Cassie asked, but he said he had Pluval stratum in his tank. Yeah.
We have a newcomer. I think we need to explain the substrate. You kind of assume when people come here that they might be doing it your way, but then they don't.
Right.
The video or two. Yeah, exactly. Set up a planted tank with plants and sponge. How long before I add fish? You've got fluval in there. Well, you can add fish right away. As soon as you get plants in, you can add fish, but you don't want to put a whole lot of them in. Put a few in, depending on the size of the tank. Put like 3 to 5 in, and see how they do. Give it a week with 3 to 5 new fish, and if they're fine, then you can add a few more in a week. You need to be able to build up the nitrifying bacteria, and the only way to do that really is to put fish in it. So go ahead and put a few. Excuse me. Go ahead and put a few fish in, and see how it goes. I would recommend that you add an inch or two of sand to the top of that fluval stuff, to give yourself an anaerobic environment That's going to make it a whole lot easier for the plants to grow. You might check some of my videos on deep substrates and get a sense of what I'm talking about. Check out Dead Broke. Check out a few videos on my channel. I've got about 100 of them, all about setting up new tanks and how to do substrate and so forth. So acquaint yourself with that technology, and at that point you'll be on board with us, and we'll be able to have deeper discussions on these matters. Appreciate you coming in.
He says he set it up as an island also in the middle. So
It's interesting.
well,
Yeah.
I see a lot of people doing that, and they like to make the islands, and they'll put a lot of the substrate and mount it in the back or mount it in the middle.
Yeah, unfortunately, in a relatively short period of time, it's all leveled out because there's no way to keep it there. So
Yeah, unless they've tried to put something like a wall to keep it there.
Yeah. The Green Machine developed baffles that he explained in some detail, and those videos are all still up. Well worth watching. It's got a lot of really good ideas about aquascaping. The Green Machine. It's not operational anymore. He's out of business, but he's got a lot of wonderful videos, and while he was there, was really at the top of the game. Really, really nice stuff. Well worth watching. Ew. What else? So, are you feeling good, Cassie B?
Yeah, I feel good. I had been having a problem with my eye, but it feels like something's in there, and I've been washing it out, and it's been kind of going on for a while. Yesterday, I really started putting a bunch of drops in and just put my head down, and then I saw a piece of glitter on the side, so that might have come out. but
Oh, that's good.
it's just feeling irritated.
Mary was talking about, Susan. Apparently, Susan has COVID.
Oh, wow.
From what I heard yesterday, I have not been in touch with her, so I don't know. But we want to be praying for her. Yeah, she's somebody we will all be supporting of and praying for and hoping she gets better soon. Alan Tooth is here. What else? Paul C. Hello, Paul C. What time? We're at 8:45. In 2 weeks, all my 100 fish may die because of those 4 tetras. I see. Well, you never know. You go.
I'm sorry. Back to the Dead Broke show. He said he has a picture. Can you send it on the chat? I don't know that you can send pictures though in the chat.
Yeah, I don't. I don't.
It would be nice.
You can send a link.
Yeah.
But he'd have to have it posted somewhere. Quite a conquest. My son and his wife are here. I may have to go. Have a great day, everybody. Good job, Cassie B. and Mary. Yes. Thank you, AC. Boy, what a yeoman. What a yeoman he has been. Oh, yeah. I wanted to mention, AC. I noticed that you're into rhythm and blues and some of the more offbeat stuff. I'm real interested in that. If you could get some scores, I'd like to be able to sing some of those tunes. Maybe
I will be right back. I just remembered something.
Okay.
Okay. Did you get? I had to leave for a second. I took a sneezing attack, so sorry, y'all. Lee, did you get Lee's question?
I just got an observation about him losing all his fish. What was the
Okay.
question?
Let me see if I can find it. Like I said, oh, I took a sneezing fit. Must be allergic to Virginia, I'm telling you. Oh, at 8:42, he says, when can I move my sick tetra into the hospital tank I set up yesterday? 1-inch soil, 1-inch sand, water from their tank, plants filter, and the sponge from Pretty's tank, heated to 28 or 82 Fahrenheit.
I got it. Yeah, do it. Do it. Just move it. Do it now.
Do it now.
No need to wait. Do it now.
No, he said in 2 weeks all my 100+ fish may die because of these 4 tetras. No way.
Well, listen, Lee. If they're going to die in 2 weeks, then it died 2 weeks ago. This has been going on for months. So it ain't that critical.
Okay.
I see occasionally on the shell from a boiled egg. What? I don't know. I'm totally off track here.
I was still reading.
Is here. Finniper is here from Mississippi.
Lee, we were paying attention to somebody else. We weren't paying attention to you.
He says we've all missed. He all missed the point. We all missed the point at 8:47.
Uh-huh.
We missed the point. We missed the point. So what is the point?
I don't know. I saw Petroman saying you need to do daily water changes and use a small sponge filter to speed it up, Lee.
3 of you would miss my point. I have a hospital tank, water from the 50, filter for my 30, new solid and sand. When can I put my infected tetra in it? I did answer that question. Look at that. I'm totally off the picture. Now! Put it in now! Now! Lee, put the fish in the tank now! Right now! Now!
Sue is here and she says, "Do it, Lee."
Right. Go Sue. Is that Susan?
No, Sue, his Sue.
Oh, his Sue. Oh, right. Do it, Lee. Do it.
Don't get Father Fish riled up already.
Psychedelic hippocampus. Lee, put some media from your established tank.
I agree with
immediately. I think you did that.
I agree with Petroman. Do daily water changes. You should be fine.
Yeah, that'll be cool.
As for ammonia and nitrate.
It doesn't matter.
He's been doing this a while.
Do anything. Don't just sit there. Do something.
Oh, and also,
you just do it, Lee. Right.
Do it, Lee.
Right.
Psychedelic hippocampus wants to know if we can elaborate on the concept.
Sue, do not help him. Do not help him. Do not help him, Sue. Do not do it. Because if you do, he's going to blame you for everything. Just make him do it all by himself. And if he wants to blame it on me, I got broad shoulders. I can take it. I'm sorry. What'd you say, Mary?
I'm sorry, I keep interrupting you.
It's quite all right.
Oh,
what?
I don't even know. What? Wanted to know about the contest.
Yeah, that's what I was going to say.
Now and not in 3 weeks, he says. I will move them now and not in 3 weeks. Just whatever you do, Lee. Just whatever. Doesn't matter. Do what you think is best, because that's what you're gonna do, and that'll be just fine. Just fine.
Let's see, Lord Sticks. I'm not sure. Would
Lord
any of you?
Stick.
Hello, I didn't say hello to you yet, but would any of you have any tips for dwarf hairgrass? I can't even talk. I don't know what's going
Lord Sticks. Tips for dwarf hairgrass.
on. I've never had any luck with it.
Tips for dwarf hairgrass.
Try it. Are you?
Yeah.
I guess he's trying it.
Yeah, I did this a couple of days ago. Dwarf hairgrass. It grows best in a well-established tank where the roots can get to some nutrition pretty easily. They're not big, long roots. So it's a grass. Think of grass. You need nutrition near where the roots can get to it. The very best way to do dwarf hairgrass, if you want a mat, is to do it immersed. Put mud in the tank. Mud, just mud. Mud. An inch of mud. Solid inch of mud in the tank. Put the hairgrass in the mud. Pull them out one at a time, two at a time. Stick them around all over in the mud. Put a piece of saran wrap over the top of it. Put a light on it. Let it go for a month, like that, just like that. And it'll grow and it'll fill out. Now the tricky part begins. The tricky part is getting water in there without stirring it up. And to do that, you're on your own. That's a good trick. You can get it growing, you can get the water in it if you're very careful. Put a towel or something on it. And then you don't want to put fish in it that are going to be stirring things up because they'll make a mess. You can start putting a little bit of sand in, just maybe a quarter of an inch or less a day, every other day for maybe a couple of weeks to get upwards of an inch of sand built up. So it's a kind of a delicate process that takes a while to do. So if you are delicate by nature and have a while, you can do it. Send money. Vinegar, I just set up a new tank. The way I described it and put 10 fish in immediately, everyone is fine. You go, Finniper. All right. Tell Lee he needs to hear it.
What is actually? Oh well, never mind.
What?
Wait a minute. Did I do that? I may have just. Well, the question was, what was wrong with Lee's tetra in the first place? And what was it? It's just got a little tetra fungus on it.
Yeah, I thought the one had fungus. Now it sounds like, what, 4 are sick?
It's a very long story.
Sorry, don't tap on glass. I don't know if I deleted that, but
I don't know whether they're neons or cardinals. They got them months ago.
Okay.
Months ago. You got like 25 of them. And at the time, I told him he was very brave because nobody ever succeeds in keeping a school of neons or cardinals in their tank. At least not for long. At least not all of them. You'll wind up with a few, but you never wind up with what you started. So anyway,
Okay.
he got these 25 cardinals. And he put them in his tank, and they looked very cool. And I thought to myself, uh-oh, here we go. We're going to have trouble now. And sure enough, within a week, there was a spot of fungus on one of them. And I said, Lee, get that fish out of there. Take him out. Take him out. Next time I saw the tank, there was a neon with a spot of fungus on it. They're saying, oh, that's Charlie, whatever his name was.
Charles.
He looks better. He's better than he was. Well, what was better was that the spot that I saw that was on the top of the fin is now on the bottom of the fin, leading me to believe that it was a different fish at a different spot. And this went on and on and on and on and on. And every time I saw it, I would say, Lee, get that fish out of there, increasing in volume with each commandment. Finally, after he got fed up because half of them were dead, and that one still, he insisted, that one still had that little spot of fungus on its tail that was getting better. I said, Lee, take it out of the tank.
He wants to come on, Father Fish. He's demanding to come on.
I got him, did I?
He wants you to send a link again.
All right, I'll let him tell the rest of the story.
Make us small when you do it.
Let's see. Let's see what I can do here. All right, Lee, we're gonna let you tell the rest of the story. Rule Britannia is here. Why is Google marketing? Don't tap on the glass messages as spam.
I don't know. It did that the other day too.
Really funny.
Yep.
All right. All right.
I was trying, but I just couldn't get it done.
Do you know what the shame is? The shame of the last 5 minutes is I was setting up my laptop so that I could come on and tell you what's really happening.
Okay.
Because of all of the comments that these two ladies are supposed to be keeping up with weren't doing their job properly. And while you're poking fun at me, so you can't hear it, so we're going to have to play it back. But this is the reality, not the fiction that Sir Father Fish has made up in his head.
And I couldn't get a word in, so it was over.
But you did just then, didn't you? Button it! You and you, button it. And you, geezer.
Yeah, go ahead. I'm listening. I'm listening.
Shut up then.
Go on. Come on, Lee. You can get it out. Say it.
I was listening.
I know you were. That's why you're here.
Can you just shut up?
Okay.
Mute, and mute. There we go. Right, so I can't remember now.
What's next here? What are we?
Oh no! Seriously. Hey, that little aquarium. It's a little plastic container that it says on Amazon that it's for fish, but when I got it, it's for insects, little miniature rabbits, and lizards.
Okay, it's a critter keeper.
It's a critter keeper. But I filled it up. All right, I put an inch of soil.
That's good.
An inch of sand. Water from the 50 where the tetra live. A tiny filter from Pretty's tank with media in it that's already cycled. I put that in there. I put a heater in. I put some plants in. Sorry, am I boring you?
Okay, go ahead. I'm with you there, Lee.
And all I wanted to know was, seriously, can I put the Tetra in? And then all the comments were going by, no, you need to leave it for 3 weeks. You need to leave it 2 weeks. Oh, make sure you've got media in it. I wrote all of that. And these two women didn't pick up on it. And then you're all, for the last 20 minutes, poking fun at me. And it turns out I did it all right in the first place. And sees it. She says, I'll help you, Lee. Oh, Lee, I'll help you. I'll come out of the kitchen and I'll stop cooking and cleaning and hoovering and stuff, and I'll help you move your fish. And all I wanted to know was, I was shouting out to Savannah Fish, he's bored. Bored of me, bored of my fish, bored of my Tetra, bored of my story, bored of my life. Can I move my Tetra? And he said, yeah.
Right.
So that's all I wanted to know. Thank you for clearing that all up. Thank you so much. I will be leaving my Tetra.
That's what we're here for. Quite.
Good Lord.
Oh, my.
I don't think he answered the sick fish question. That's what all started.
We never got to that, did we?
No.
He says we missed it, but I read you the comment. That was the comment I read. How did I miss it?
It was all mixed in, and I didn't know if Petroman was answering Lee or who we were talking about.
Petroman says set up a 10-gallon hospital tank, Lee. Says that's too small with the sponge filter. Ta-da!
I think Petroman was giving good advice, I said that.
Lee has to talk to Father Fish.
Yeah, that was really what it was.
He loves his Father Fish, and he needs that attention.
We missed his point. When could he add his fish?
Chris Hallelly.
I thought we said, just do it.
Just do it.
Right. Just do it. Right.
I'm not running on all cylinders this morning.
There's some people wanting to know more about the contest, Father Fish. Do you have any information for them?
The only information I have is that Aquatic Conquest is in control, which is, and he has now $100 in
we just
prizes.
want to know how to win the $100.
Yeah, right.
I think Aquatic Conquest left too, didn't he?
Yeah, I think he did. Didn't he say his family came?
I think he said he was going to put together. He was going to put together all the applicants in a big show before he put anything out there. It's really in his hands. He's doing it. I really have not been a part of it. I find if I try to get involved, I just create confusion. So it's better. He knows what he's doing. He's doing a good job. I put him on the Chevy. I don't know if they got together or not. They probably did. But I'm going to kind of leave it up to them to do it. I find with a lot of this stuff that people are doing, the less I have to do with it, the better. I tend to muck things up very easily. And it never comes out the way people want it to come out. So do your thing, guys.
There you go.
Do you know if photos or videos?
I think it's both.
Okay.
And I think there'll be a couple of different classes. He was suggesting putting the money toward the shop, so it would be shop gifts. But I don't think I'm going to do that. I think we'll do cash. We've got $100. We can do like a 50 and two 25s, something like that. A 50 grand prize and two group for a category prizes, maybe. I don't know. I shouldn't even say that.
At 9:04, Jason Santos says, "Good morning, Father Fish. Hello from New York City. Thanks to your knowledge, I've created 2 balanced nano aquariums, each with 6-ounce or 6-inch porous rock substrate with the top layer being soil.
To do what?
It's at 904. Timestamp
904.
904. My screen has froze up. Let me go out and you'll have to let me back in if you want to.
Do you want me to read it, or do you see
I
it?
got it. Yeah, I got it. Thanks to your knowledge, I've created two nanos, 6 inches of porous rock with top layer soil.
That's odd.
My knowledge. I don't
What
think
video did you do that in?
I don't think what you've done has anything to do, Jason, with anything I've ever taught. I mean,
No,
good
and I
luck
don't
with
think I've seen you do a nano either.
No, I really haven't. I've done a few 10s, but nothing really tiny. I did some bell jars, but they didn't work out too well.
I know
It was
I
just
keep asking you to show your bell jars.
I know. Well, they're muddy. I finally took them outside and put them out with the Daphne, so we'll get some. They're getting sunlight that might make them better. Jason, I don't know what in the world you've done.
Well, he says they're balanced. So that's
He put 6 inches of porous rock in a nano. So how tall is this nano, Jason? Nanos are usually little tanks, like 7 or 8 inches tall. You got 6 inches of rock and dirt on top. That gives you maybe 7 inches in a 7-inch tank. That should be rather interesting. I did discuss that yesterday. And my suggestion was it would get real boring fast. So we're going to
this is where
assume
pictures would be helpful in the chat.
we're going to assume he's pulling your chain here.
Yeah, because he said soil on top.
Yeah, just settle it. Jason, I think it's nonsense. Is my best impression. Nonsense, my fellow.
Hey, where's Alan Tooth?
Alan was way back there and we lost track of him.
Okay.
Can't a nano be anywhere from like half a gallon to maybe two gallons? Is that nano?
Well, I would say, I mean, you could make a 10 a nano. I had a friend who did saltwater and he raised all kinds of corals and his biggest tank was 10 gallons. And I considered that nano at the time. Just basically because of what he was doing. I think it has as much to do with what you have in it as now. I cannot imagine a 50-gallon tank ever being considered a nano, but maybe with stuff that I don't know. That doesn't make sense to me.
Well,
yeah, I would agree. Nano is a small tank, little tank.
At timestamp 9:10 now, Jason has given you another comment. In previous videos, you mentioned the benefits of a deep substrate. The tank is 14 inches tall.
Yeah.
Where's Stomp?
Yeah.
How big is the tank? I think we need to know the size.
I never suggested porous rock, however.
Right. Or soil on top.
Right.
I never suggested soil on top of porous rock. I would suggest the opposite, soil on the bottom and sand on that. So,
right. Well, Roman's saying that, I think he means Rachel. Rachel, isn't it Rachel Leary? Calls her tanks nano because she keeps nano fish in them.
Right, small fish.
That's different. Then you're talking about the fish. But if you're talking about a nano-sized tank.
Yeah, right.
There's Alan.
True.
Okay. Hey, Psychedelic Hippocampus has a good idea. Tell him
Another YouTuber said the denitrification process.
Oh.
Well, good. I'm glad to hear that because we've been trying to teach that now for a year. Nice to
Yeah,
hear
the sand
some.
bell. We need the sand bell.
ding ding.
Add an inch of sand there, Jason.
You haven't heard Father Fish. Whenever he says, add sand, he rings the bell.
Right. Petra and Mork and Mindy are pretty big. What if one of them gets sick? That's all I'm saying, Lee. That's why I keep a 40 burrito ready in case one of my discus gets sick. Yeah, well, you know, Lee's wife is a nurse. So if a fish gets sick, he'll just have her take it to the hospital, I guess. Rowan Chirac. Yes, Rachel. Right.
Yep.
Larry. As in
Um,
Larry.
Psychedelic Hippocampus has a good idea, telling Aquatic Conquest to put the details and rules on his discussion page. That way we have a link we can send people to with questions and answers so we don't lose it in chat.
Yeah. Can someone send a link for one of Father Fish's most recent beginner setup videos? How to do the, with Father Fish's method. I really like that video you did, Father Fish, your most recent one. I think it answered a lot of questions that I had and probably other people have.
Good idea.
I try to link it in when I start seeing people asking those kinds of questions so they can go watch it.
Let's see. Manage videos. Let's find one here.
Got the Father Fish's Help for Beginners.
I find it hard to find, but I've bookmarked it under my fish tank playlist. Alan Tooth says he just noticed his dwarf lily is producing a flower.
How to create a perfect aquarium.
I just moved my dwarf lily out of my goldfish aquarium and put it in the beta bowl because I noticed my plants are dying in my goldfish aquarium. They're starting to melt back again.
It's really pretty. All right, I got a link here. Copy.
I think I posted the wrong one. I was trying to do it, and I think I put the Help for Beginners.
Here's a link to how to create a perfect aquarium the first time you try. Let me put that in.
Yeah, psychedelic hippocampus.
Chris wants to know about good nano plants, and I think Monte Carlo is one of them. I notice a lot of the nano plants are sold like in the UK, so I don't know how to get them here really. Because like MD Fish Tanks has used some of that, and George Farmer, but they use a brand that's like only sold in the UK.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's out of Holland actually. But we get the same stuff here. We can get it. Just a matter of getting a local shop to provide it.
That's the hard part.
I can put a list of nano plants on my Get Gills. That's not a bad idea. I will do that. I'll get a list of Thomas, if you're there listening. Thomas is working on Get Gills today. So you can get a list of nano plants for Get Gills.
Yeah, my local, my Petco will sell them in like little tubs, but it has like the Latin name on it, so I don't know what the heck it is.
Well, and the other problem with those is that very often they've been in those tubs so long they're dead, or nearly so. You know, when I get them in, I take them out of those pots or tubs and plant them in my tank, so that to get them start growing. So when I sell them, then they're growing.
I don't know. Lee says he's got a. Oh no.
We're ignoring Lee.
Oh my God.
Don't
Here
just
we go.
skip over Lee.
I tried, Lee.
He's
Kidding, I'm
doing
kidding.
tea tree oil.
West Indian bay trees,
It's
Yeah.
tea tree oil. He's
which is
doing tea
Melafix.
tree. Melafix, right? The thing that's really nice about Melafix is that it smells good. That's also the only thing. Thomas is going to be upset with me. Thomas loves Melafix. He loves tea tree oil. It's nice. It smells good.
Uh-oh. Chris has mentioned the beta ball or the moss
Yeah,
balls.
I was sitting there.
Oh no.
Oh God. Here we go.
Yeah, I tuned in for that one. I heard Father Fish go on about the moss ball. What was that, Friday?
Day before, yeah, that was pretty funny.
Right.
Chris, were you here on Friday?
Somebody made a comment. We don't.
That's
think
what he's laughing. He put LOL. Yeah, I removed 3 moss balls yesterday out of my tanks.
I like them. I like them. I think they're good. I like them. I had one in my goldfish aquarium because it probably was from my beta bowl, and then I moved it to that. And then it broke down and just, I never rolled it back up. I tried, but it doesn't stay together. So I just leave it in there, and I would stick it in my decorations and try to keep it in there. I think the beta or the goldfish would like go and mess with it and take it out.
Yeah, they'll chew them up.
They
All
don't,
right. So,
yeah, he leaves it alone, but I like him though. I have clear water.
Psychedelic wants to know, saying, Chris, so Lily, are they moss balls or algae balls? The balls they sell in betta cups are nasty when they start breaking down. Moss balls, I don't think there's a difference. I think a moss ball is an algae ball is a moss ball.
I don't know. It's nice. It looks like grass. I have it growing on all of my decorations, and I leave it alone.
Well, you know, the reality is it's a plant.
I think the only plant I have in there besides the Anubias.
Yeah, and that may well be the issue. You know, it's any plant looks nice in a tank, even if it's algae. I mean, look at some of Lucas's tanks. He's got some tanks that are nothing but algae, and they're really stunning. And he's breeding fish in them. You know, there's nothing unhealthy about algae. It's a very healthy condition. It just for a lot of people, it tends to overwhelm other plants. But that kind of gets back to the whole issue of the deep substrate. And that's where Jason had everything flipped over backwards, because the whole principle of the deep substrate that I teach is to keep the nutrition down in the substrate and to have a layer of sand, a cap, on top of that deep enough that it can't get up into the water column. So you're keeping the water column pretty pure, which reduces algae growth. It also reduces growth of plants like Anubias that require nutrition in the water column. So, you know, there are negative sides to it. I mean, if you want to grow plants that require nutrition in the water column, the deep sand bed system is not necessarily the most beneficial.
See, Jason Santos came back and said rock base was my idea to allow more beneficial bacteria and anoxic bacteria to populate the surface.
the surface.
Mary, we sent
Go
him a
for it.
link to go watch.
Yeah, go for it.
We're moving on.
You know, there are no hard and fast rules here, guys. It's just not father fish against the world. Okay, it's just not. I mean, I know there are those who would like to couch it that way and say, "Oh, father fish, dirt in the tank. Oh my God, how disgusting is that?" Well, you know, I've got tanks with no dirt. I do. I have tanks with no dirt. They're tanks that big fish dig up and dirt would make a mess. So I don't do it. The
Oh,
whole issue is if you're having trouble keeping your fish alive, this is a way to do it that will be successful. That'll work, that's safe, that's secure, that's sure. That'll give you a beautiful tank. You'll be able to grow plants in it. You'll keep your fish alive and healthy. Beyond that, you're on your own. I mean, that's what the hobby is all about. The hobby is all about each one of us coming at it from our own orientation, with our own heads and minds, and doing things that seem right to us. So, Jason, go for it. See if it works. And if it works really well, then you can publicize it to the world that you've got a great new way to set up a tank.
I think he was thinking that the rocks would be very beneficial for the bacteria. And that's why he was using the rocks in there, which to me sounds like that's what you do in the saltwater aquarium with the live rock.
Yeah, kind of. You know, I don't want to disparage anything. There's no need to. If all your fish die, try something different. You might try what I've suggested. But if what you're doing works, more power to you. Lee
Well,
says,
yeah, I don't think we heard him how long he had it set up and if it is working.
yeah, I think he just did it.
Lee really wants to know what's the benefit of tea tree oil.
yeah.
He doesn't want to hear us talk about mossballs.
He wants to know what the difference between, what was it, bay leaf oil and tea tree oil was.
It's a mild antibacterial agent that is not dangerous to the fish for minor issues. It can be very effective, and it may very well work. May very well work on neons.
I heard someone say it was like the Neosporin for fish. It's just like preventative. Like when you get a scratch, you know, you're going to put Neosporin on it and you're going to put a Band-Aid on it. That's what the tea tree oil is for fish.
Yeah, it's like a prophylactic.
But it's not going to cure anything.
It's not going to cure anything that's dreadful. That's for sure. But I don't think what you're dealing with is dreadful. I think it's persistent. I think you have a persistent bacterial infection that these fish are passing back and forth between each other. And by getting it out of there and treating it, even with the tea tree oil, could very well resolve the issue. And it may be all that's needed. You can also put some of that in your big tank, but just don't dump the whole bottle in. Just, a little bit, a few drops.
I was looking up somebody explaining what to do with their like betta fish with the fin rot, and they tried like jungle. I think it's Jungle Cure. I don't remember the name.
Yeah.
Does that sound familiar?
Yeah.
He tried that and said it didn't work. He tried a few things and nothing worked. It doesn't give you much hope for treating fish.
Yeah. Any kind of bacterial infection Oh dear. Um, Here's what happens to a fish that causes bacterial infection. Either an injury or more often stress. And stress, fish do a very strange thing when they're stressed. They drop their slime coat, which seems to me to be the most bizarre thing they could possibly do because it makes them immediately vulnerable to the very thing that's stressing them. And it may be that they're not dropping it so much as that they're simply exuding more of it, creating more slime coat that's coming off of them into the water. But a bacteria attack through that. The slime coat is there as a protection. It protects the fish from a number of things. One of the things it protects them from is the water that they're in, so that the water doesn't seep into their body and cause them to bloat. You know how your skin gets if you're in the water a long time? Well, imagine how a fish would get if it didn't have a way to protect its skin with scales and slime coat from the water. So that's a big part of what the slime coat does. It protects the fish so water isn't absorbed into the body. And in order in order to keep pathogens, parasites and bacteria off of it. So when it gets a bacteria, that bacteria has gotten through the slime coat to the flesh and is breaking down the flesh. So it's pretty bad. What happens then is that dead flesh grows fungus. So you see the fungus and you think the fungus is the problem, and it's not. The problem is not the fungus. The problem is the bacteria that's created the conditions for fungus to grow. Fungus only grows on dead matter. Bacteria causes dead matter, causes living flesh to die. And then the fungus grows on the dead flesh. So the cycle is to kill the bacteria, and the fungus is going to take care of itself. Fungus you can wipe right off. It just comes right off. It's superficial. It's right on the top. You can literally wipe it or peel it off. And in fact, if you do that, you will then be exposing the real issue. So you get that fungus off and then treat the bacteria. You want to kill the bacteria without killing the fish. And that's always the trick, to have a medication that's strong enough to poison the disease causing agent without killing the patient, which is precisely why many of our medications are toxic. They're toxic because that's what it takes to kill to poison the intruder, the bacteria, the cancer, the whatever it is you're trying to get rid of that's threatening the body. If it's too coarse, too strong, too intense, then the body is put under additional pressure. And if the body's already weakened by being a host to these pathogens and would come in with something to kill the pathogens that weakens the host, then you're creating a condition that's not conducive to the host getting better. So think of it not just with people and animals, but with fish as well. So you don't want to use treatments that are going to stress the fish even worse than it's already stressed. Hence, tea tree oil. That's the popularity of tea tree oil. I once considered buying a 70-gallon drum of tea tree oil from Africa, from Australia. It's packaged in Oz, having it shipped in and using it to create a new line of products. The tea tree oil is very powerful, very intense. You wouldn't want to use it directly. The solutions we get are like 1 or 2%. They're very watered down. Pure tea tree oil, while it's still probably not strong enough to kill, is probably strong enough to burn. Anyway, that's why tea tree oil. It can be administered in a gentle enough solution that it will attack most bacteria or many bacteria without stressing the host. So there's that story.
Aquarium Cop would like to come up and share some of his experience, Father Fish.
Lovely.
I am sneezing my head off. I'm gonna.
Oh, dear.
I'll be
I was
back.
wondering where you went.
Yeah.
I'm gonna
Here.
dry her off.
Look at this. Look at this.
Baby fell
She
in the
fell-
pond.
Fell in the water. She's all wet.
Oh no.
She couldn't get out.
No,
Oh, dear.
I know. She was just hanging on
Wow.
for dear life at the
Oh,
edge.
yeah. Yeah, birds they get in water. They can't get out.
No. Mm-mm. Yeah.
You're all wet, aren't you?
We'll dry her up.
This is a little Japanese quail.
No.
Um,
Okay, I'll be back or I'll be gone.
yeah, okie dokie.
Yep.
What are
She'll
you
be
going to
fine.
do with her?
Just keep her, hold her till she's
Yeah.
dry.
Let's see. Mary Page is gone. Aquarium Cop. Did I post the link?
I don't think you did. Is that
Let me do it.
9:33? Oh, I think I see it.
Oh, no, that was not the link. I'm sorry. That was the video. There we are. A link. Aquarium Cop. Oh, excuse me. Aquarium Cop and Aquarium Conquest, both AC. I gotta watch them, I guess.
Father Fish, I'm wondering why my plants are melting back in my goldfish aquarium. It's the hood that came with, the LED that came with the hood, I guess, I'm guessing probably not bright enough, even though it's still getting a little bit of sunlight during the day. I'm not sure if it's like too much light or not enough light.
Probably not enough. Try leaving it on 24/7.
Yeah. I'm thinking about trying to replace that light.
Yeah. Mary Page is having trouble with allergies. Red Dragon Guppies had babies. Moving them into tanks. Nice. Pretty. I got some yesterday, some red dragons. Really, really pretty fish. Aquarium Cop, did you get the link? Lee, COP is COP, AC is Aquarium Conquest. Cop is Cop. Yeah, you're right. Cop is Cop.
But
Mercy. Pat and Jess. Hi, Pat and Jess. Got some new baby, some new pretty guppies.
I'm afraid if I get a new light, I'm going to have to change the hood out and get some kind of top for my tank. A glass top, maybe,
Oh, yeah, maybe.
or acrylic.
Glass sheet, that works.
I didn't see Lee's tank. Did he break it down? In one of
No,
his
he
videos, it looked like it was not in the spot that it normally is.
Oh, I don't know.
I was wondering if he was moving soon, if he was breaking his tanks down.
I don't think yet. I think we would have heard. I'm going back. I'm not seeing. Cynthia Pons. Cynthia's in here talking about something.
Yeah, she was going on about the moss balls and how you need to get like the real ones made by the Japanese. But I don't know. I guess you just buy something. I don't know how you know where it's made or who makes them. The ones I get from Petco are, all moss. There's no filling. Someone was saying that they're putting them on top of styrofoam now.
I don't know. Aquarium Cop, your opinions can't possibly be more intensely expressed than mine. Do feel free to come up and blow your horn. You've got some amazing fish keeping skills that I know all of us could benefit from. Be delighted to have you. Lee, use salt, heat, garlic, treatment. It didn't work. So now he's doing the small tank. Okay, that's good. Herp diversity. Salt and clean water. Works for fin rot for me. Yeah, I agree. Salt slows down metabolism and promotes slime coat.
Right,
So-
but you can't keep them in the salt for too long. What, like 30 days maybe max?
Well, depends how much, of course, but
Yeah.
a little bit isn't so bad. You don't want to raise the salinity more than a point or two. You don't want to put them in. If you're going to do a salt bath, then that's a matter of a minute max, and that would only be done to get them to slough something off, like parasites.
What do you mean by salt bath? Like how much salt are you talking about when you say salt bath?
A ppm of about 10, 12. That'd be brackish water level.
Because when I think salt bath, I think like 1 tablespoon,
Per
3 tablespoons for the recommended dose on the box.
per what? Per what volume of water?
I think like 10 gallons.
Yeah, I would not call that a salt bath. 1 teaspoon per 10 gallons would not raise the level 1 point. That would be comparable to hard water. If you put like 5 teaspoons or 1 teaspoon per gallon, that would be a salt bath, and I would not want to keep them in that for more than a minute or so. What is Cynthia?
Okay.
She's
She's back. It's
I had a
something, Mary.
sneezing attack.
I don't think Aquarium Cop wants to come up. He's worried that he says the stream is peaceful and he doesn't want to change that.
I don't think anybody has any vested interest in this stream being peaceful.
Edmund.
I was hoping he would
Dantes.
have some advice for Lee.
Yeah, really.
Come Come on up
Well,
and
really,
help Lee out.
Can y'all hear me? Okay.
honestly.
Yes.
Okay. Hey, Edmond Dante says he's got high nitrates. Any recommendations?
Yeah, water changes.
And
Do a
then
water
Rohan,
change.
And the only thing
Rohan
you
was-
can do is a water change.
Like a
Yeah.
20% water change twice a week till you get it down.
What is
And-
high though? Because
yeah, how high is it?
40
Where
parts
are we?
per million is okay.
Where are we?
You want to keep it below 40 parts per million?
That was 940 timestamp where he said
40
that.
ppm. 40 ppm.
That's what I'm saying. Like, don't let it go above that. He didn't mention that. I was just telling him.
Ugh.
Ben Nipper said, squirt a dirty filter in there. If it's a new tank, and if it's an old one, clean your filters and look out for something big rotting. If you treated your tank, it could be substrate. The substrate could be dead. Wait a minute.
That's
That
a
was Ben
serious
Nipper.
consideration. Yeah. Yeah, I know. It's exactly right. When I do a hospital tank,
That makes my head scratch. What he said.
where is that link? Where's that
What
coming?
Ben Nipper said at 9:42.
Yeah.
What 9:42?
Yes, sir.
I'm scratching my head. Squirt a dirty filter if it's new.
I'm sorry.
Finniper's 942 said squirt a dirty filter in there if it's a new tank. If it's an old one, clean your filters. And look for something big rotting.
Yeah, it raises an interesting issue. When I do a hospital tank, I do it bare bottom. If I'm going to be treating with any kind of chemicals, there's no point in having a live substrate that you're simply running the risk of killing. It also allows you to completely clean out the whole thing and redo it on a dime. So small tank, small hospital tank, something you can pick up and carry over to the sink. No substrate, nothing in the bottom. Generally not even a filter, just an air stone. Brand new water, not old water, brand new water. Put the fish in the new water, treat with whatever you're going to treat. Treat it topically if you can. Observe it carefully. If it starts to stress, then you need to get it out of there. You can get it out and put it in non-treated new water, or you can put it in the old water in the old tank, but don't put the fish back in that tank. Just take some of the water out and put it in it. Talking about if the fish becomes stressed from the treatment. If it doesn't, then in 24 hours, you need to do one of two things. You either need to treat it again, or you need to purge it and put it in new water. And you do that based on whether or not the fish is still showing symptoms. If they're still showing symptoms, treat it again. If they're not, put it in new clean water with no medication. And again, observe it.
I have a question on the sulfaplex that I'm using to treat the beta. It said I'm trying to remember exactly, but it said like you can treat it up to 3 times like the strength. So I'm wondering if it's been a few days, it hasn't gone away. Does that mean add another dose and then
Yeah,
treat it another
yeah,
3 days, like to the
yeah,
existing dose,
yeah.
right?
Add
Not
another. Yeah,
so
you want to
strengthen it.
increase the. That's right. Yeah. So the whole idea is you're doing a minimum dosage to start. If it doesn't work, kick it up. And if it still doesn't work, kick it up again. But don't go beyond that.
Right.
Beyond that, you're going to kill the fish.
Okay.
So, beyond that, it's not going to work. If it's not working, it's not going to work. So at that point, you need to go back to zero, go back to just plain clear water, and try something else. But
Okay.
generally, if it's the right kind of medication for the condition, it's going to work. It's just a matter of getting the right strength in there, and you do that
Right.
gradually and slowly, so you're not overwhelming the fish with a big heavy dose at the beginning. They do build up some tolerance. There's a limit to that, but you can depend on their ability to tolerate slightly increased dosages over a short period of time, a few days. Uh, Again, if the fish shows any sign of stress from treatment, take it out, put it back in new water, or put it back in its original tank water, but not in the original tank. Take some of that water out. So you kind of need a couple of different containers to do. It's a single hospital tank rarely suffices. You usually need more than one in order to be able to move fish back to clean, clear water and out of treated water.
I noticed some improvement to my beta's
So the
eyes, like
point being, you want to be sensitive.
yeah. I noticed
Yeah,
like the
you
beta's
want to
eye
be
cloud has
sensitive.
gone away from the middle, but like the outer ring is still a little bit white. So I'm treating it again, but I didn't know if I should increase the dose or not.
Yeah, but it might not go away. It might be burned. It might be a cornea burn, which will never go away. So if you got part of it to clear up, that's really good. That means the fish can see. It just
Hmm.
will have lost some of its peripheral vision. But yeah, try it again. It may work. It may not. It may be that that it's not going to be cured because it's burned. pH can do that. pH can do a burn, and if it's there long enough, a few days even, it can literally burn the cornea to the point where it will not heal. It'll be in effect ruined. How are we doing time wise here? 9:50. Well, guess who's here?
50. There he is. I cop.
He is. Hi, Cop.
Hello,
There he
friends.
is. How are you?
I'm good.
Wonderful.
I wanted to talk about Pimafix and Melafix.
Oh, good. Go
Okay.
for it.
Well, I had silver dollars for many years and piranhas and all kinds of bigger fish. Now, when a bigger fish scrapes on a rock or somehow, damages his tail or gets a scrape on its side, Melafix works really well if you underdose the recommended amount. And it bothers nobody, it don't affect the tank, and they heal within days.
Put
But
it right in the tank, you're saying.
put it in the tank, but under the recommended amount. But for big fish, for little fish, I don't think it does anything except kill them. So people want to do that. And if you slightly overdose Pimafix, every fish will suddenly go to I'm talking about small fish, will suddenly go to the top of the tank gasping for air. and you'll have to do like a 85% water change at that moment to save their lives. So Cassie B was saying it's like a Band-Aid. It's like
Wow.
that topical stuff you're saying.
Neosporin.
Yep.
Yeah. In my experience, for bigger fish like Oscars, silver dollars, big fish, a beta, it's not gonna, in my opinion, experience, it's not gonna help because usually a beta is in a smaller tank, and tea tree oil in a small tank changes the chemistry of that tank, and that beta will die from that treatment. Unless the
But they
beta's
say to
in
add
like
an air stone when you do it.
oh, absolutely, the water's got to move, all kinds of stuff. So there's no perfect medicine for nothing. You got to use the medicine, see if it works. If it don't, that's part of the fish hobby. I know that Pimafix and Melafix work for bigger fish, and I've never had luck with it at all with smaller fish. And then there's that beta something somebody mentioned, which is an absolute nightmare. I don't remember what the person said, but I've used it, and it don't work. Like Betacure or something like that. It's like it does not work. I cannot picture myself using Pimafix or Melafix to fix
tiny fish.
Yeah, it's got to be big fish that can get past it, like work through it, like, and it's got to be, in my experience, on the recommended dosage. It's 5 mils for every 10 gallons. So if I had a 10-gallon tank, I would use like a drop, like not even the recommended dose. But that's why I'm saying, like, I wouldn't use it on a small tank. It's got to be in a big tank for big fish. And yes, it smells amazing, and I love it. And it works on big fish in a big tank with a lot of water. A small tank or a medium tank or 40-gallon, in my experience, it never worked to fix a fin rot or, it always worked to fix.
Did you try erythromycin?
What are you talking about?
Well, instead of Pimafix and Melafix, did you try erythromycin?
I didn't need that. I just needed the fish's scrape. Like you scrape your knee, you don't get antibiotics. You put aloe on it or something, and that's what it's like. That's what Melafix is. It's like aloe.
Right.
Not that it is aloe, but I'm saying, like, I wouldn't put antibiotics because my silver dollar wigged out and got a scrape. I'd put Melafix in it as like aloe. I'm giving a comparison. I'm not saying it is aloe. It's like a skin treatment. It's not like, oh, let's pour antibacterial medicine, give them a flu shot. No, it's not a cure for fungus or stuff like that. It's not. It helps the fish to regenerate their boo-boo, just say. Not a disease, not a fungus, not a parasite. It's just like, let's rub a little aloe on there. Oh, you're on your sunburn and you'll be better. And it works every time on big fish. Now, if the big fish had a fungus or something, I'm not going to use that. I'm going to use something else. But it has nothing to do with general cure. It has nothing to do with that. It's not a treat-all. It's if a fish has a boo-boo, an abrasion that's not infected.
Word Dunlap says chemists consider tea tree oil as an alcohol. Kind of like like how we would use alcohol.
It's interesting.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's more of a preventive and a healing process than it is. It's not like if I got a sore throat, I'll go drink honey, But if I got like an infection in my throat, I go to the doctor and get an antibiotic. It's not an antibiotic. It's just a little treatment. That's all. Over-the-counter treatment.
Yeah.
Antiseptic properties days.
Yep.
It helps
Wonderful.
the slime coat to grow back, and it fixes the tail like within a week. But it's not, if your fish got fungus and parasites, it's not the thing to use,
Right.
especially
Well,
on
yeah,
little
that's
fish.
why I
Yeah,
was
Thomas.
mentioning if Lee should do erythromycin because I think he's got fungus.
Are you talking about Lee?
Yeah, for Lee.
Oh yeah, of course. So I don't think Pima Fix will fix that or Melfix.
Right.
Yeah, Thomas is talking
It's a
about
first aid. It's a first aid. It's not
right.
anything else.
Okie dokie. Well, we're down to the bottom of the hour here, boys and girls. Thank you, Aquarium Cop, for chiming in with that. That was very helpful. And should be a cautionary tale for all of us that even what is proposed to be the most gentle kind of medication can still be toxic to our little charges. So clean water. Clean water is the key to it all. Ladies, thank you this morning.
You're
Cassie B.
welcome.
Page. Very much enjoy having you both here. That was great fun.
Hey, Thomas did say one thing.
Yes.
He said, all of these oils work by disrupting proteins, but they don't kill. So there you go.
All
The
right.
scientific. Okay. Just had to throw that in there.
Very good. This Thomas is the Thomas who's working here at Father Fish these days. Who's a very knowledgeable young man with a degree in marine science. So we're delighted to have him here. He also has a handle on the techie side of things. So that's being very helpful.
I think he wanted to come up, but he just posted that.
Yeah. Hey, I wonder if Thomas would look at my betta. Think Thomas would look at my betta?
Oh, let's do that tomorrow. We're out of time.
Okay. Oh, yeah, not today.
Yeah, we will do it tomorrow for sure.
What are you trying to do, Lee?
In fact, Thomas will be here tomorrow. So we'll get him
All
on
right.
here. We'll do it online. That'll be fun. Cynthia, he does not preach too much. Too many products will make you go broke. Well, true enough. And true enough. I got a tune here, ladies. Let's see if
All right. Let's hear it.
I can figure out how to play it. That'll be the next trick. Here we go. Here we go. And go. You almost hear it. Bye, all.
Bye, y'all. Have a great day.
Bye. Nice to have everybody here today. Bye, girls. Bye, guys.
Let's talk about fish, baby. Let's talk about you and me. Let's talk about all the good things and the bad things that may be. Let's talk about fish. Let's talk about fish. Fish. Let's talk about fish, baby. Let's talk about you and me. Let's talk about all the good things and the bad things that may be. Let's talk about fish. Let's talk about fish. Fish. Instrumental break. Let's talk about fish. Let's talk about fish, baby. Let's talk about you and me. Let's talk about all the good things and the bad things that may be. Let's talk about fish. Let's talk about fish. Fish.